All right, so are you ready for some holiday cheer?
I am always ready for some holiday cheer.
Yeah, me too. Um, because we are diving into the heart of it all today, in Toronto at least, the
Absolutely.
Santa Claus Parade.
That's right.
It's happening this Sunday,
This Sunday.
and we're going to make sure you have all the info you need before heading downtown.
Yes, we are. You're going to be a pro parade goer.
Exactly. You'll know all the best spots, all the timings,
Yes.
everything.
All the insider tips.
Yes, so that you can just enjoy the magic. You know what I mean?
That's right. Picture this crisp November air, a little bit of a chill,
Ooh, yeah.
but you're bundled up.
Hot chocolate in hand.
Yes, exactly. And the excitement is building because any minute now you're going to see Santa Claus.
I love it. Okay, so first things first. When does this whole thing actually start?
Well, good thing you asked because we're going to tell you.
Yes.
CP24 tells us that the parade kicks off at 12:30 p.m. sharp.
Okay.
This is a little bit different than previous years,
Okay.
but it's actually a really great time for families with young children.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to drag everyone out of bed early in the morning.
Nope, no need to rush.
You can have a nice, relaxed morning.
Love that. Okay, so 12:30 p.m. That's the time we need to know.
Got it.
But what about the new route?
Ah, yes, the new route.
Where does this parade actually start, and where does it go?
So this year it's going to look a little different.
Okay.
We're kicking things off at Christie Pitts.
Okay.
From there, the parade is going to head east along Bloor Street.
Bloor Street. Okay.
Then it's going to make a turn south on Spadina Avenue
Right.
and continue all the way down to Harvard Street.
Oh, okay. So Spadina is that big, long stretch, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's where, if you want to see the parade for a long time,
You can camp out on Spadina.
you could be there for a while.
For a while, exactly. That's going to be a prime viewing spot.
I feel like that's going to be where all the action is.
I think it will be.
Yeah.
It's a much longer stretch than previous years, so there's going to be more space for people to spread out.
More space, but maybe more people too.
Possibly, but if you're someone who's not into crowds,
Yeah, like me.
consider staking out a spot on one of the side streets that branch off of Bloor or Spadina.
Oh, that's a good tip.
You'll still get a great view.
Yeah.
But you'll have a little bit more breathing room.
Yes, and a bit more personal space. I
Yeah.
feel like that's key.
It is key, especially if you have little ones who might need to, run around a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You don't want to be in the middle of that massive crowd.
Nope.
All right, so side streets, excellent pro tip.
Pro tip, and remember, even with the new route, the majority of the parade will happen before sunset.
Well, that's good.
So for those hoping to capture some photos,
Yeah.
you'll have plenty of daylight.
Ooh, that golden hour light for those
Mhm.
Instagram shots.
Exactly. You can get some really beautiful photos.
I'm picturing Santa riding along in his sleigh, with the
Oh.
Toronto skyline in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
So picturesque.
Okay, so we've got the route, we've got the time.
We've got the photo ops.
Yes, but before we get too caught up in the spectacle of it all, I'm a little curious about the history
Oh, the history.
of this parade.
Yes.
I feel like it's probably pretty interesting.
Oh, it is very interesting.
Yeah.
This is where things get really cool. It goes all the way back to 1905.
Wow, 1905.
That's right.
That's over a century of holiday tradition.
Over a century.
I had no idea it went back that far.
It's a long-standing tradition.
What was it like in those early days, though?
Well, it definitely wasn't the grand spectacle that we see today.
Right.
The very first parade was a much simpler affair.
Okay.
It was organized by the Eaton's department store.
Eaton?
Santa arrived at Union Station,
Okay.
and then he walked.
He
He walked up Yonge Street, greeting excited children along the way.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
I love that.
It was a much more low-key affair.
From a casual stroll to the massive event we see now.
Exact.
I mean, that's a huge transformation.
It really is, and it kind of reflects how Toronto has grown and changed as a city.
Yeah, that's a good point.
The parade has evolved alongside the city.
So it's become a reflection of the city itself.
Absolutely.
Especially, I would imagine when we think about the diversity of Toronto,
Yes.
that's got to be represented in the parade, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that makes the Toronto Santa Claus Parade so unique and so special.
Yeah.
It's a celebration of all the different cultures and communities that make up this city.
I love that.
You'll see everything from marching bands to dance troupes to floats that represent different cultural traditions. Everyone brings their own unique flavor to the festivities.
That's so cool. I love
Yeah.
that. Okay, so we've got the route, we've got the timing, a little bit of history,
Yes.
tips for avoiding the crowds.
Crowd tips.
But before we send our listener out the door
Yes.
to experience all this magic,
Yes.
are there any other things they need to keep in mind?
Well, November in Toronto
Ooh, yes.
can be a little unpredictable weather-wise.
Very true.
So dressing in layers is absolutely key.
Oh my gosh, yes.
You want to be prepared for anything.
Absolutely.
Warm socks, cozy hat gloves, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
And a thermos of hot chocolate never hurts.
I was going to say, like, a warm beverage is key as well.
It's essential.
Yeah. Okay, so layers and hot chocolate, check and check.
Check.
What about getting around on parade day, though?
Yes, transportation.
Because I imagine that's a bit of a...
It can be tricky.
Yeah.
Public transit is definitely your best bet. The TTC usually adds extra service on parade day,
Okay.
but it's still going to be crowded.
Yeah.
So plan your route in advance
Right.
and be prepared to walk a little bit.
Okay, good to know.
If you're thinking of driving, I would honestly advise against it.
Yeah, probably not a good idea.
Parking downtown on parade day is a nightmare.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, it's not worth the stress.
Better to just relax, take the TTC,
Exactly.
and not have to worry about parking.
Exactly.
Awesome. Okay, so we've covered the history. The route crowd tips what to wear.
Transportation?
Transportation. I think our listener is ready
Yeah, you are ready.
to tackle this parade.
They're going to be a pro.
Like a pro, yes.
Yeah.
But, even though the route has changed this year, the heart of the parade, I feel like, remains the same.
It does. It really does.
What would you say is like the heart of the parade?
I think it's that chance to connect with loved ones and really embrace the joy of the season.
That's a beautiful way to put it. I
Yeah.
love that. It really is all about that like shared experience, you know?
It is that feeling of community.
Yeah. And togetherness.
Exactly. And it's amazing to think that for over a century, people have been gathering along these streets to celebrate the holidays together.
Wow. It makes you wonder if anyone back in 1905 could have imagined this.
Oh, doubt it.
From that simple walk to like this massive celebration.
Yeah, they would be blown away.
I know, it's incredible.
It is. And, while the parade is obviously a visual spectacle, a feast for the eyes,
Yeah.
I think it's that deeper meaning that really resonates with people. It's about carrying on traditions, connecting with loved ones, and embracing the magic of the season.
Yeah, you're so right. It's not just about what you see. It's about how you feel when you're there.
Exactly.
Well, I have a feeling our listeners are going to head out there on Sunday armed with all of our tips and insights and just have an absolutely amazing time.
I think so, too. They're going to be so prepared.
Yeah, and who knows, maybe they'll even start a new family tradition of their own.
Ooh, I love that.
So we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
The history, the route crowd tips, what to wear, even the importance of hot chocolate.
We've thought of everything.
Hopefully we've given our listener everything they need to not just navigate the parade, but to really appreciate it.
I think we have. I think they're ready.
Awesome. Okay, so to wrap things up, any final words of wisdom for our listener before they head out to experience all this magic?
Soak it all in, enjoy the moment, and don't forget to wave to Santa.
Yes, wave to Santa. That's the most important tip of all. We'd love to hear about your parade adventures, so feel free to share your photos and stories with us on social media. Happy holidays, everyone.